Oh my goodness, the way he says it.
This is where we fight!
Like you can feel it. Even you're about to stand in your house and just take that, whatever you have representing a shield and a spear, to go and join the Spartans.
Oh my gosh, you should have seen her in action. This is just a masterclass in public speaking. If you look in the dictionary, you'll see a picture there. Woo! Okay. Um, okay, this is my take on your presentation, but then now there's your take of the presentation.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel your presentation went and how the audience responded and reacted?
When you're talking about connecting with your audience, you can't talk about connecting with your audience and then you miss that connection. So what I liked is a story I started with about my high school teacher called Mr. Snyders. And you could see the moment I started with the story, everyone looked up, regardless of what they were doing. They looked up. And I like that because it's like, okay, I've gotten your attention. Now you're going to listen to me as I break this down. I enjoyed it. That's the one thing I can say. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too
Yeah.
because I was breaking it down. I was watching and observing. You first started saying he was tall, but then he had a small what?
Head.
He had a small head. So already contrast when
Yes.
you're describing the person. So already you're focused.
Yes.
And then this was happening in South Africa. And you painted it against the backdrop of where the school was rowdy, or rather class was rowdy. And this went against your 844 experience. It's like these kids don't have respect.
At all.
So the fact that, and you then contrasted him versus the computer teacher. So already in your opening, you hit us with all these different layers
Yeah.
that describe the scenario, got us into this environment of school, because all of us have been to school, so we
Yes.
relate with that.
Yes.
So that was your hook that just wow, was just like, hey, goodness gracious, really, you're good at this thing.
Thank you.
What was your intention of using the King's speech clip? Yes, you started with that one.
When you're looking at King George VI giving his speech, good heavens, you feel like crying. You feel so sad and depressed for him because he could not speak. He had a stammer, he had a stutter, he lacked words, yet they were written, but he was unable to read. A lot of people suffer from glossophobia, which is the fear of public speaking. The essence of that video was to show people when you lack the skill, there's a disconnect, even your audience feels it. So, in order for you to communicate effectively, of course, it starts with you building your own capacity to speak effectively, and then now being able to communicate effectively to connect with your audience. Because if the audience don't connect with you, there's no communication that's happening there. And you could see when he was delivering his first speech that he was sent to do so by his father, King George V. Oh my goodness. People turned away because they were so disappointed. You cannot speak. So I wanted to just communicate that building your confidence, speaking with confidence is the first step to build your credibility and establish connection with your audience.
Yes. And my take from that particular clip was, I'm glad you started showing it from where you showed it from. You showed actually the radio reporter prepared. Then, okay, I saw it on two levels. You see, first he was doing his yawning, then he puts a mouthwash, I think, and then ta 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 saying consonants.
Yeah.
Then again, my filmmaker eye went up. When
Uh-huh.
it was the yawning, the camera was from above. When it was the mouthwash from below.
Yeah.
When the ta 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 exercises from straight ahead, you could see how this preparation helps this person be confident vis-a-vis the king who
Yes.
he did not have any preparation before that speech. So that's what stood out for me. And then I'll finish off with, why did you show 300?
First, just to add on what you've said, priming, priming, priming. Priming is key. What do you do before you get on stage to speak? What do you do before you stand in front of people to speak? It's very crucial for you to understand that the kind of person you are, whatever you're telling yourself before getting on stage will actually be visible. So do the things that will boost your ability to speak better, to communicate better before you get on stage. Now, why did I show you 300? Oh my goodness, first I love 300. It's one of those movies that gets you excited,
This is where we hold them.
pumped up.
This is where we fight.
It carries you from the beginning up until the end.
This is where they die. And the Shield boys.
So 300, when you look at Gerard Butler, when he's trying to tell his people it's time to fight. Oh my goodness, the way he says it.
This is where we fight.
He like you can feel it. Even you're about to stand in your house and just take that whatever you have representing a shield and a spear to go and join the Spartans.
And the Shield boys.
Like this is oh Sparta. It's exciting. And you see, in public speaking, it's the same concept. What energy do you bring? It goes back to the purpose of you speaking. The general purpose of your speech. Do you want to inspire your audience? Do you want to inform them? Do you want to entertain them or persuade? And I don't remember, my memory fails me because of mommyhood. There are two Greek speakers. One spoke and the others stood and clapped. The audience stood and clapped. That was amazing. But the other one spoke and said, let's go. And they ran. Like, it is time, let's go get it. So that in itself shows you the power of speaking. 300 shows you the rally, the call to action, the rallying of the Spartans as they went to fight. It's all in the communication. That's what I wanted to deliver.
I want to say thank you very much. Again, you're right in saying that you may be technically skilled in your career, but you also need the communication skills in your career.
You do.
How then again can people find you again to enhance their communication skills for their technical craft?
Please reach out to me. Good heavens, terrible of a public speaking coach. Reach out on LinkedIn, Kendi Mwabila, Instagram, Kendi Mwabila, Facebook, Kendi Mwabila. Just Google Kendi Mwabila and you'll get me.
Thank you.
Thank you.